And welcome back, everybody, to the next episode of Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. I'm Salty Sweet Ren. Probably already know that if you watched the first episode. I've actually been... last time we checked out a couple of the new princesses, or the first of the new princesses, the cage, which I am, like, so obsessed with the cage. Like, I am, like, that was, like, so fun. I'm kind of sad that I didn't go through and do a second princess at the time. At the time, I'd been recording for like almost an hour, but the video ended up not being quite that long. So I'm gonna go ahead and say for like the next, I'm gonna try and do 2 princesses in this one, and I'm gonna do 1 new princesses and 1 of the expanded princesses. I'm gonna save the most popular of the expanded princesses for next episode. I'm gonna do the most requested of the new princesses here, and then second most requested of the expanded princesses in this one. And I'll save the most requested expanded princess and the last of the new princesses for next episode, and hopefully that will be the finale. But also, I'm going to be trying to kind of skip through like chapter 1 and chapter 2. So I'm going to go ahead and let's try and get to the choices that bring us to the next, let's do an expanded princess. Cause like last time I started with a new princess, let's do an expanded princess and then a new princess. And if I'm not mistaken, the second most popular of the expanded princesses, if I pull up the poll from wherever it is, the Apotheosis. So let's go ahead and get the Apotheosis triggered, shall we?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Okay, so now we're about to get to the tower. I can warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
I'm not going to get prisoner again.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back. Stop it. Stop.
Yeah, I can't resist now, so...
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade sings, but she's ready for it. She grabs your arm.
So now we're about to get
like
the tower, which is the first step in getting the Apotheosis.
You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Yeah, that was to be expected.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
I love how her voice changes even when she's just the
princess and
princess.
Pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right?
I will come back.
I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright, now for the tower, we're gonna skip through most of the tower as well.
Its humble exterior would suggest the only furniture of note is a massive marble altar.
The only way to get to the Apotheosis is to take the blade. Chapter 2, I think for chapter 2 you always have to take the blade to get to a chapter 3, if I'm not mistaken.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Alright, I think we're on the road to the Apotheosis here.
Pick up that needle.
Do it.
Yeah,
It's
this is
what
about
she wants.
first part into getting the Apotheosis.
Here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses.
I love the tower.
Manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen
I can't wait to see how they've expanded the Apotheosis, though. I can't even explore or say, no, I have to pick up the blade.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
Voice of the Broken.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
I need to sit up a little bit more
You
properly
can feel
anyway,
a
so.
creaking tension between body and
Just kinda, like,
will
leaning
as
on
you
my chair,
slowly
the little,
rise
like-
to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Might be something more to the fact that we're quiet shadow than that, but
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
alright, we're gonna end this then.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Yeah.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
We'll try. Okay, I'm pretty sure that we can actually change, like, what voices you get depending on, like, if you slay yourself or resist. I'm kind of curious. I know I've done an attempt where I've done resist in the past. Like, it was for a birthday stream. It didn't really, like, the stream kind of got corrupted. I might just try slay yourself here and see what happens. I could be wrong about what I was saying, but I'm gonna try slay yourself because I've resisted in the past.
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done. The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me.
She's always
are you?
clever.
There's something else in there.
Are we gonna hear the new Johnny Sims scream? Because I know that was
Is
the
that a
thing in the
person?
past update.
No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm
Yeah, she's
stretched
able to
beyond its
detect the
limits,
narrator.
trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
No more screaming in lowercase. It's still kind of a lowercase scream, but it's not the just like, ah.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and
The
arteries.
sing-songy.
Your blood
Ooh.
flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
Alright,
We
we'll
will.
see what happens.
I promise.
Alright, Apotheosis time.
I know you will.
Apotheosis time, here we go.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Apotheosis. Let's see how this one goes.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, let me guess, and at the end of the path is a cabin!
Ah, Voice of the Contrarian! Okay.
Excuse me? Come on, man. We can see it
Yeah,
right
it's
in
right
front
there.
of us. And besides, we've been here like, what, 5 times already?
Well, that's more than you should be able to remember, but yeah.
I think this is 3. Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them.
I mean, they kind of look like stone more than trees, but...
I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss. And there is a massive difference between 3 and 5.
Okay. I'm kind of surprised that we got contrarian, but you know what? Fair enough.
Feels like the numbers getting thrown around here are too big not to be abstract.
Fair enough.
Numbers like 5.
Yeah. Numbers like 5.
Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5.
That is also a good point.
You're already starting to lose the thread. Just because you can't personally sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value. If you have any sense of ethics left in there, if you have any moral compass, please, you have to stop her.
I mean...
Don't you get it? Might makes right, and she didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power.
You can kind of be quiet, Broken.
So what? Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question?
I knew when to surrender to our better. You would have lost eventually anyway, and it would only have made her angry. It would only have made things worse for all of us.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, for the love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves. Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants.
That is a good point. I mean, we
Either
can
way,
choose who we listen
somebody.
to. We can choose who we listen to, but we're still just, like, we can't really take a third option, or we abort the arc.
Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants.
How will that work?
You all talk about choices and freedom.
Nobody
but
wants,
there
including
is
ourselves,
no
maybe?
choice when it comes to the will of a god.
I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna head to the cabin.
But a great and horrible change is already underway.
Oh,
The
there we
ground
go.
quakes beneath your feet, and you
Here
feel
we go.
unyielding force
Apotheosis
pulling at you and
time.
your surroundings. The trees start to sway, then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin.
How can they sway? They are made of stone.
Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
Oh?
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
I have a feeling we don't have to open a door.
Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Do we? Proceed into the cabin?
As you
Yeah, we
step
don't even have to
forward,
open the door.
The cabin explodes.
And this is one of my favorite soundtracks. It's literally just called Apotheosis, and I love it.
You're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
And here she is.
You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you.
There she is.
The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Hi.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
Okay.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Hey, funny one, didn't you say something about a third option earlier? One that would make everyone unhappy?
Well, we could always run away, right?
Could we?
To where? I don't know. Anywhere.
Where would we
You're
run?
all ruining the moment of her ascension. Have you no respect for the divine?
I'm agnostic. Can we flee? We can try.
A coward to your core, you turn to flee, leaping from the piece of floating debris and into the empty space beyond where the woods used to be. This isn't cowardice, this is a calculated move.
Where are we gonna go? There's like nothing.
Sure it is. Can it be a bit of both? Be lying if I said I wasn't just a little afraid of her.
Yeah, it could be both.
Are you so awestruck by my glory that you cannot bear to look at me? I think not.
As you fall, a great force pulls at the back of your neck, violently yanking you away from whatever lack of destination you were headed towards.
Okay.
Now witness me!
Yes, your grace.
She turns you to face her. The scruff of your neck is held firmly between two giant fingers.
That's what that force was. I thought it was literally just sheer force of will. Now you're holding us. Okay.
So much for running away.
I forgive you your transgressions, but my destiny is inescapable.
She's right, we don't even have a weapon. It's over, isn't it?
Maybe.
And yet she still extends her mercy. We should do as she says. Why are you all resisting in the first place?
We only have one option. Embrace your new goddess.
So much for spiting her. Spiting him it is.
Yep, fair enough. Let's spite the narrator, as always.
Good. I can feel your heart opening to mine.
Her words are like a gentle tug, drawing you closer to the mountain of her body. You land softly on her shoulder.
Aw.
Her skin is warm and comforting. This really is the end. Is it the end? We're still here.
Well, narrator's voice vanished. We're gonna start hearing the whispering and seeing the little, The night sky unweaves into a textured nothingness. He does not respond.
Everything is gone but us and her. This is her power. This is where we're meant to be.
He's really gone. Huh, that's unexpected.
True.
But he would have said something by now if he were.
I was
still
saying
here.
true because I read ahead.
Right. Yeah. Never knew when to shut up, that one. It's part of why I liked him so much.
You liked the narrator?
I can't believe all it took to make him disappear was saying no once.
I don't think you liked him.
What happens now?
This world is but an illusion, keeping us from my ascension. A play of shadows dancing on the wall.
She knows what's up with the outside. Reaches forward into textured nothingness and buries her fingers in its divine flesh. Her touch is soft. We would know how her touch is against that divine flesh, wouldn't we?
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are part of this now.
Oh, she knows what she's talking about.
See? This is nice. We're safe. She's helping us. She's helping everyone.
I don't know about helping everyone, but her grip tightens, and somehow you feel it. The pain sits at the limits of your comprehension, like an endless sea of hands falling on you one after another, before finally collapsing in on themselves. You lose yourself in the darkness. Oh. You're hurting me!
It will be over soon, little bird. Then your eyes will open, and all of this pain will seem but the fading memory of a distant dream.
Soon? Soon? Does that mean there's gonna be more?
I hope not.
My only comfort is that he isn't here to see us suffer. He would love that, wouldn't he?
I'm sure he would. He'd say he'd say he wouldn't, but the textured nothing is ripped open. With it, you are ripped open. Amid a sea of dissociative pain, you can feel everything that is you pouring out into the ether. And you feel something else, too. Anger. A need to lash out and hurt that which is hurting you.
Yes. Hurt her. Do something, anything, to make it stop.
No, if suffering is what she demands of us, suffering is what we'll give. Why would I doubt our God?
It is so tempting to see what's on the other side of that great big nothing, but I think I'm gonna lose myself if this goes on for much longer. Why do we have to be the ones going through all this
I can see the little
pain
bird
while
head,
she
too.
gets all the benefits?
I can see the little bird head instead of the knife, too.
Blasphemer. We have been given the gift
Oh,
of
broken.
offering ourselves to a higher purpose.
Can you ever shut
and
up?
You spit in its face.
Either make her suffer with you or suffer in darkness alone. Maybe making her suffer with us is the only way she'll understand the pain we're going through. You are a wave of tendrils racing against themselves and down the shape of an arm. You snap around. What have I done? What have I done? Relief as a massive burden is lifted from you. You are in one piece. You are in your body. Am I? Your eyes open. Before you is the massive form of the princess, arms bound by the textured nothing. Behind her, a hole in the world leading into something beyond. Something beautiful. What have I done?
I knew it! That old windbag was hiding all kinds of secrets from us. There's a whole world out there.
I don't know what to say. It's just so beautiful. Doesn't the mere sight make all the misery worth it?
It's not all that.
Huh?
What did you do to me? I was supposed to be perfect. I was supposed to be a god. I was all of those things. And now I'm not. All because of you.
She looks up with futile sorrow at the something beautiful that sits beyond.
We could have had everything. If only you had given me a little more, we could have been free on the wings of my glory. Now we're stuck here.
Oh, I'm so curious what would have
Forever.
happened. I should like saved and like seen what happens. Oh well.
I, for one, am perfectly happy to be stuck here forever. It's more than worth it if that's the price we paid for taking her down a peg.
I mean, the hole mends shut. As it closes, the tendrils lose their grip, freeing the princess as they retreat.
It's gone. No. No, how do we get it back? Can we try again?
I feel so
We'll
bad.
suffer so much better if we get to try again. I promise.
It's so cold here. If this wasn't enough, then what is?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, and there she goes. But you don't get the opportunity to try again, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
A window
Should
to
we
the
try and
unknown
find
becomes shackled to a divine being. Ooh.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Well, I've already looked into it. It was
I don't
fine.
want to look at us.
It was fine last time I looked at it. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
A mercy.
You're not messing with us, right?
Yep. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin, or lack thereof.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
They can literally only fit her head into this. It takes so many hands to... What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay then. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one sits at the cusp of awakening. A new god, waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
Ooh, okay.
Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
That's good. I'm happy she's found her light. I think... I'm probably not going to explore every option. I think I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Okay.
We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Alright, we brought the Apotheosis to her. Now I'm going to be trying
You're
to
on
go
a path
for
in the woods,
a new princess.
and at the end of that path is a
This one's
cabin.
going to be pretty
You're
straightforward.
here.
Let's just go ahead, silently continue the cabin. This one's going to be pretty easy to get to, if I'm not
You make
mistaken.
your way up the short path. We're not going to go through. Ignore it. If you hesitate now,
Alright. First step, Spectre. Slay the princess.
you lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Alright.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really?
Okay, we're gonna head back
over?
upstairs after this. Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Let's go upstairs.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
And out the windows, things have changed.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little
Yeah,
bad.
well, look out the windows. There
But
is
it
something
was for
wrong
the
out
greater
there.
good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Can we get out of here?
You open the cabin door.
It's the same as it
ready
was
to
for the
return
prisoner.
To a world saved from certain doom.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
Nothing.
Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago,
So this is the
only
same as
thing
it
in
was
front
for
of
the
you
prisoner.
now is the
What happened?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here.
Yeah, no, I don't think...
This is good. Everyone
It doesn't
is
seem that
happy.
good to me. I don't think
You'll
I'm
be
gonna be happy. That's bullshit. Let me out
What's
of here.
done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Is it?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur.
Yeah, no,
You've never been happier.
I don't think I am.
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
I think I know what it is. I've done this with a prisoner.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
What's wonderful about this place?
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Anything to get us out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world?
What can we do here?
Bliss?
There's nothing to do
ingrate.
here. What is there to do here but sit and do nothing?
Fine. Whatever. For the first time,
What's the
since
point of
time stopped
eternity if you
meaning
can't do
anything,
anything?
Throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
What's the point of eternity if nothing changes, literally?
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Alright, very straightforward.
The end. Nice knowing you.
I don't think I've ever done the Spectre, so... Don't know if I'm gonna skip through much of it, but we'll see what I do with it.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here
Okay, we're gonna skip through a lot of this. And let's proceed to the cabin.
She will lie.
She won't be a problem.
Proceed into the cabin. Looks very much exactly the same as it did before, like exactly the same.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt
But the inside
permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners.
I'm trying
You can
to...
hear wind whistling outside, banging the
They
shutters
actually
against the
wallpapered.
windows.
That's nice. It's tearing
The
apart,
only furniture of note
but, you know.
is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
It looks much nicer than it did before.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Alright, we'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And enter the basement. Alright,
The door to the
I think
basement
I know how
groans
to
open,
get to
revealing
this,
an
but...
old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here,
Very much
slaying
haunted
her
house
would probably
vibes.
be
Perfect
doing
for
her a
Halloween.
favor.
It is very perfect for Halloween, I would say.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
I mean, we did already kill her.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body,
There she is.
lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
There she is.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
Yep. Interesting how, like, some of this is still, like, stone wall.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance
there
to
she
finish your
is.
thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Oh, she's pretty cute.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Well, we already killed her, and now she's a ghost.
Ghost!
Yes, a ghost. Give me a moment. Alright, I got text from my dad saying somebody was coming over later, and also was just double checking the exact stuff I need to do to get to the chapter 3. So...
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Good question, we shall find out.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping
Hello.
to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Ah, do ya?
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
That's a little intimate. I mean, we've barely gotten to know each other.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I'm not really feeling up to it. Let's wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
I have a feeling I might need it.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Maybe we can talk this time. Sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
Oh?
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
I mean, why not?
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should.
Yeah.
We did kill her.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
Right?
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world.
Do we know that?
You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
What do you want from me?
I just want the same thing I've always wanted. To go home. But this place won't let me go. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Aww.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all,
Oh, goodness.
you own me.
Was not expecting that. Okay.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
I'm surprised it actually scared me, but I think yes, she is.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Well,
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
maybe.
Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she
Ooh.
would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
I'm curious too.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I want to see what she has to say to him. Sounds great. Let's do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
She gonna go spooky for a moment?
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, Killer. I mean it.
Aw.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Let's see how this goes.
See you soon.
And spooky, I knew it.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs.
Perfect for this
Your
spooky
mind
season.
growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
I don't think so.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Well,
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
aw, there's her voice.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Ooh, she can hear him.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Oh?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
What are you saying?
I'm a voice? I'm me, is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
That's a very good point.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
I love how reasonable she is. Aw.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Well, I think he was talking about narrator.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Really, more important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Interesting.
That's rude.
Well, it's accurate.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Oh?
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
It's kind of fun having her, like, joining in with all the narration.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty. Because
Ah,
you
yes,
made
you have to be
a
so
spiteful,
dramatic
idiotic,
about it all,
and
don't you?
all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I'm gonna feel bad in a moment. I'm gonna save. Because I do feel bad. Can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Alright, this is... I'm gonna hate myself for this, but I also know it's the only way to get to the new chapter. Slay the princess.
Isn't that an interesting idea?
I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that? Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made. All right then.
Well,
Better this
she's
than
not saying
ferrying
anything
her
about
out
it?
of here.
After all that, you're really just going to stab me again?
Sorry.
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time.
I feel awful.
You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart. The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone,
I feel
cries
terrible.
out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
I don't want to die in you. I thought you finally understood me, but instead you just wanted to hurt me again.
I'm sorry.
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
I'm sorry.
If only I could drag you with me and make you understand. But that's not the way things get to go for me, is it?
It would certainly be interesting. Though being dead does sound dull. And you are about to be dead. Again.
Get away from me, you cold little freak.
Oh, jeez. Okay. You feel a dull tear. The exorcist. Take on a spear and destroy it the only way you can. Like strips of meat being delicately peeled from bone, but it doesn't matter how delicate the hands are if you are the meat. You've been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain.
We were so close to leaving and now look at you. Look at me. Is this what you wanted?
The words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you on the ground is a writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. What? Is that me? Is that what I look like?
Oh, you're here too.
Yes, I am, apparently.
Maybe trying to slay me was for the best, if it means you could leave those other voices behind. The two mean ones, at least. I feel kind of bad for the nice one.
I feel kind of bad too. Aw.
But we probably shouldn't think about them too much right now. They're a mess, and I don't think we can fix them. No point in worrying over messes that can't be fixed.
We'll see how this works. Gurgling liquid bubbles up from open pockets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It is trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires.
Wait, if we need to leave together to get out, this could still count. We have to try before your body stops being alive.
Oh, can we? Sorry I stabbed us.
It's okay, I'm sure you had your reasons, but I think we have to leave now. Come on, let's...
You are seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the wall. It is quiet and you are alone. This is what you deserve. This is what you deserve. This is what you deserve. This is what... Oh.
Are you still there? Am I alone again?
Oh, I think I accidentally skipped something too. Come on, let's... I'm gonna save. I am so sorry. I'm gonna save. I'm still here.
Then at least I won't be lonely. It's nice to hear your voice.
Aww.
I mean, think your voice?
Is that how it works? Oh my gosh, and the music is just... Are we still a ghost? Your gaze returns to your hands. Solid, then translucent, then solid again.
Maybe? It's like, sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Like, we're something in between ghost and... not ghost.
Maybe. You're not mad at me, are you?
I don't know why you did what you did. But it's hard to be mad when you're just as stuck as I am.
What happened to us? What happened to everything?
We're back at the beginning. My beginning.
Oh?
This is what happened to me last time.
And I'm with you now. You're different. Your whole mood is different.
I'm just trying to make the best of things. You could always make the best of things too, if you want. We both have a chance to start over.
Aww.
Besides, there's something about you being in here with me that feels... right. I never wanted to be your enemy.
I tried killing you, though. And I tried killing you again. We could also let it go, just like she has. I'm sorry. If we're both here, then what happened to the others?
I don't know. I hope they're okay. Some of them, at least.
Yeah.
I didn't like the one that kept bossing you around. And that
Yeah.
quiet one kinda gave me the creeps.
Yeah, I think he's got some issues.
I liked that last one, though. He was nice. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, me too. How are we supposed to get out of here?
I wish I knew, but I think we're probably stuck here until something happens.
Yeah. So what are we supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen?
Well, that's what I've always done.
This isn't like the last time I died. Well, hang on. Like, wait has explore by it, so I think I'm gonna explore and wait. See if it changes anything, but... this isn't... So let's go ahead and wait. Time passes. You are still here.
Waiting has always worked for me before, but nothing's still happening. Maybe we just have to wait some more.
Maybe? Now that I think about it, both times I've been here, nothing happened until after I saw a title card. We haven't seen the title card yet.
You've gotten title cards? What did they say?
The first one I got said Chapter 1, the hero and the princess, and then after we both died, I got Chapter 2, the Spectre.
Well, the first one is sweet.
Har har, get your laughs out.
Look, it would have been very sweet if things didn't turn out so violent.
True.
But that doesn't mean that things can't get better from here.
Simba, you okay, buddy?
I think we need a new title card, though. How about
How about...
Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon?
the dragon? Ooh, reversing the order, I like it. Wait, am I a dragon? Hell yeah!
Does being called a dragon make you happy? You're kind of scary looking, like, really scary looking.
Dragons are just cool. The click of a latch and creaking hinges, muffled. Something is here. Oh.
I guess you made it back here.
I guess so. Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once again.
We're still all wrong. It's like you don't really know what we're supposed to be.
Apparently. A thump on the floorboards above, and then another. The scraping of metal against the surface. The flickering in your body stops. You are solid. Oh?
I know that sound. That's the knife. I guess it's hard to do anything without it.
Guess so. Creaking hinges once again, but this time clear. Closer. Am I going to say anything? Silence.
I guess not.
Movement on the stairs.
Thump. Thump. Thump.
Oh. And then a figure emerges, shrouded in feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it, its shimmering blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wild, hollow eyes. That is something terrifying. What do you want to do? What the hell am I?
You're you? You've always looked like this. You're scary sometimes, but looks only matter so much.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I guess we'll just have to talk to them. So, here we are again. I'm back in chains and you have your knife. So, what are we going to do?
The head on the figure cocks to the side. Is it inquisitive? Suspicious? Hostile? Its emotions are unreadable.
I guess we could just stare at each other?
The silence holds. Why am I being so quiet? Is it because I'm not there?
No, I don't think so. You've always been a little quiet.
Have I?
I can't hear what's going on in there anymore now that I'm back in my own body. Do you want to share your thoughts? It'd only be polite, really.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
Oh, who are you? I'm gonna save. Hang on. I would like to know who you are. He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
Oh boy, okay. Silence as the figure continues to stare with a wild grin, but does not act.
How dull. We've already had our discussions in private. I'd rather not keep listening to the rest of you run in circles, repeating the same arguments again and again and again. It was so much more interesting when we had someone to mediate.
Is this the cold?
I'm sorry, did you just share privileged information with the enemy?
I'm here too.
Well, it isn't privileged anymore, now is it? Do we really need all this secrecy?
Is that the narrator? Or is it the hero?
No, we don't.
Yes we do. Sidebar, everyone. Now. Chop chop.
Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself. There was no response.
Excuse me.
Nothing.
They're not listening to me.
I think you'll have to make them listen. Try being assertive.
You're right. No more nice princess for them. I'm going to speak my mind.
Yeah, you do that.
Hello?
Silence.
I'm trying to say something.
Silence again.
Hey, I said I'm talking now. Will you listen to me?
So you are, and very loudly. Do you have something to say?
Oops. I mean, yeah. I already know about all that privileged information because he's in here with me.
Yes, I am.
Oh, how very interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, that changes things, doesn't it?
Oh, so this is the hero. Okay.
Doesn't it? Oh, it changes things, all right.
Oh, that
We get
grin.
to
I
take
see the
out
grin
two
now.
birds with one stone.
Wait, what?
What?
From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word?
I love how I think this is... I love how, like, you have this big old grin, but, like, oh my gosh, who are you, by the way? Okay, it's a question mark. Okay. We don't know who this is. I'm trying to guess who the voice is.
Fleshy?
Oh.
Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
This is the opportunist,
Are you
isn't
doing
it?
this?
Are you?
Oh, I most definitely am.
You feel small as the monster in front of you attacks, blade raised and wings spreading.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this.
Thank you, hero.
Now, we voted. It was not a majority decision. But we did have a plurality. He shouldn't count.
The narrator?
Says who? Says me. He's not one of us.
Oh.
He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves to say.
The narrator
Besides,
doesn't think
you're
this
all
is a good idea. The
focused
narrator
when
doesn't want
this
to kill the
is
princess because
finally
I'm
over
in the
and we are
princess.
Officially on top. But
Interesting.
enough chatter.
Oh.
Or
so
no,
you
the
finally
narrator...
decided to do something,
No,
have you?
I got it wrong. The narrator wants to kill me because I'm in the princess, but the cold doesn't want to. Okay. Interesting. Silence for just a moment as cold eyes regard you. And then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. You can feel the sharp sting of cold metal sliding deep into your chest, but you can feel something else too. Fear as your legs wobble, and then as...
Princess collapses against the wall. See? That was easy.
It was too easy. It felt bad.
Oh, now I'm here.
Don't feel bad. Life is all
It's
about
the opportunist.
taking the easy wins. You don't think the people at the top got there because they worked for it, do you?
I mean, of course they did. Hard work is important. Yeah, hard work often goes unappreciated. Why bother?
I'm missing so much of their conversations, but...
Yeah, screw hard work. I guarantee you that anyone who's anyone has done nothing but take shortcuts.
Am I supposed to find that impressive?
Of course you are. I got us here, didn't I?
Yeah, and I'm gonna get you out of here.
Yes, everyone's very impressed with your accomplishments. But in case you haven't noticed, she isn't dead yet. So how about you finish this before you start celebrating yourself?
What are you waiting for? You won, didn't you? Not that it's hard executing a helpless captive.
I'm gonna save the game. And... Oh, hey, I'm back. You know what if I don't tell them I'm back in my body? Or if I'm gonna explore, I kind of don't want to tell them I'm back in my body. I just want to drop the blade.
Are you... The blade tumbles uselessly from your hands and clatters to the floor. You're different, aren't you? You're back! Just as I intended!
Oh, you shut up.
I was never cut out for leadership, really.
I think you would have been just as... You were talking about killing two birds with one stone. You would have wanted me dead.
Oh, it's you in there now, isn't it? I thought it got a little quiet. What happens now?
We do it right this time. We leap together hand in hand.
Absolutely not.
I don't think there's much you can do about it, if that's the choice he makes.
And it is the choice I'm making.
No. I think I'd like to see what happens.
Okay, I'd like that. But we still have to get me out of these chains.
Oh, that's a good point.
I know that dropping the knife was like this big symbolic gesture for you, but we still need it, just for a minute. You should give it to me, though. What if you using it kicks you out of your body again?
Good point.
Okay, listen. I know you're in charge again, but this is obviously a
I've been spending more
We
time with
can't
her than
trust
you
her.
have.
We literally just stabbed her.
Someone's gonna have to take a leap of faith eventually.
And I'm going to give her the blade.
Fine, whatever. You stoop to the floor and pick up the pristine blade, only rather than using it for your intended purpose, you
Go on.
hand it to the princess, who gingerly cuts herself free from her bindings. You maniac.
Yep, that's pretty much what I expected.
And then what happens?
Then, as her chains clatter to the floor, she turns her back on you and hurls the blade through the basement window, never to be seen again. No.
Yay!
You need the blade to deal with her.
I'm so glad that's behind us. Come on, let's get out of here.
Agreed.
She reaches forward and takes your hand in hers before excitedly pulling you towards the basement stairs.
Oh, I love this. This is so
Yeah?
sweet.
And what does it feel like? Is it nice?
Why do you want to know? You can tell a lot of things about someone from their handshake. I want to know more about the person we decided unanimously to throw our lot in with.
Oh, you shut up, opportunist.
Ugh, whatever. It's delicate and tender.
I think I have a new least favorite, because he would have killed me, but I'm not surprised that he would have killed me if he had the chance, but at the same time, it's just like, ugh.
Ah, so even through everything, she hasn't forgotten what it's like to have a heart. That'll do. The two of you rush up the basement stairs together.
Aww.
Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah, nice to be back.
Yes, we all missed you so very much.
I missed you the most.
Did you?
You weren't even here until he was gone. Whatever, it doesn't matter. If you step through that door, you're damning every single person alive. You do realise that, yes? Who cares?
We're going through the door.
One last door, and then we're free.
Let's go.
I'm down a hand, so you'll have to be the one to open it.
Step into our freedom.
You twist the doorknob in your hand and step forward.
Oh my gosh.
Into the
This is
world
adorable.
you've
I love it.
You and the princess fall to the ground, exhausted.
I'm so happy with this.
I hope this all comes back to bite you, do you hear? I hope you're forced to feel the weight of all the regret there's ever been.
And his voice is gone, so this is all gonna disappear in a moment. But he doesn't finish his thought before disappearing entirely, and you find yourself free of any of the regrets he wished upon you. Aww.
I didn't think I'd ever get to be happy, but I think I am.
Oh, I love this ending. This is adorable.
I just didn't realize that being happy would feel so cold.
Oh, it's about to disappear? We didn't even see this. It just came out of nowhere. I didn't even see the little edges. Oh my gosh. Your peace does not last, nor can it ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
What once was one,
Should
then
we
was
try and
two.
find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
You don't need to comfort them.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Finally, we're going places.
Whatever makes you happy.
And approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, you've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
She's like the most straightforward, looking like the default princess of any that I've seen so far.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is perspectives bleeding into one. You know her better than you know yourself. She will make for an empathetic heart. Do not mourn her, for you would not mourn yourself.
I suppose. So I only need to bring back 2 more. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path.
So I think I'm gonna wrap this episode up here. Next time, we are going through 2 more princesses, and I'm going to, maybe that will probably be the end. We'll go through the finale, and yeah. So guys, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Slay the Princess. If you enjoyed, please do be sure to go ahead, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, letting me know any of your thoughts. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the future. Stay safe out there, everybody. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to all my patrons this month. Roach, Art Cryptid, Brambles, The Horror Hive, Julia Egan, and Saffronique. Your support really helps me out a lot. It really means so much, and you guys are all amazing. Thank you all.